Are you guys ready for a new project? This one's gonna be cool. Previously, you may have watched us build these steps on our back and front door. They're working awesome, and I love how they look. They just look cool to me. But we don't want rain coming off the roof, splashing on our head, splashing on the deck, making a mess. So we need to put a roof over our door, and that's what those boxes are for. Now our home is pretty short. You can see there's not much room above the door. So we wanted to put some kind of roof over here, but we had a hard time figuring out what we could fit up there in that tiny space, but still coming over the door. We decided to try some aluminum awnings, so that's what we bought. We got 2 aluminum awnings here, and I thought I'd take you along while we assembled them and installed them today. So let me read the instructions and see what we need to do. Okay, instructions always confuse me, but I'll try to follow them.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna put this together.
What is it?
It's an awning for over the door.
What's an awning?
It's like a roof. So check this out. This is gonna be the roof. Black on top, white on the bottom. Doesn't that look cool? So, I looked at the instructions. I think I know what I'm doing. These are just gonna slide right into each other. We chose this awning because it just seemed like the most simple and thin solution for above the door. And if it doesn't work, we're gonna be sad. Okay, I'm like squishing it flat and it still slides. Okay. Is that what I do? Just squish it?
Robert, come here and sit with me.
So I just went through and crimped where they come together. I think they're crimped enough. They didn't really make it clear. Okay, I gotta slide this trim on the end. Alright, I think I got it so far. This side is looking good. Now that I got the track on here, I just got to screw it over here, and then put a screw right here and right here. I guess we don't use the other screw holes, that's for something else. But you can see it taking shape. This is the bottom side. It even has this really cool built-in gutter to help water not splash on your head. It's going to be really neat. Oops. So now I guess we just clip these little clips in here. And they just interlock. They kind of lock to each section underneath to join it to the center. Pretty easy so far. The instructions are confusing, but the assembly is easy. There it is. I'm assuming this is where they go. Okay. I think it's almost ready to put on the house. Now this part's gonna get tricky, but this track goes up here. And I already pre-drilled some holes for it to hook into, and I put it as far up as I could. I just wanted it super tight up high. I feel like I just want it away from the door the best I can. It's gonna make it almost impossible to get the awning in there, but I'm gonna bolt it on there and see what we can do. But you can see why we chose this awning. There's just so little space to work with here.
I took and put it if I want to.
Okay.
Here's the thing, this awning, look how cool this looks. So this awning, you're supposed to put the thing on the wall and then you put it upward and it locks in. But since our roof is so low, I don't really see that happening. Not to mention, I think I'm going to take these arms off. I'm going to take these arms off temporarily. We'll put them on later. So since we can't lock this in the way it's supposed to, I'm going to try a plan B, which is sliding it in from the end. Let's see if this works. Ooh. It's working. It's getting a little snug. That could just be getting off center. Are you able to hold that up? Okay, that works surprisingly well.
You want me to hold this while you get the arms?
You get the arms. I'll use my arms while you get those arms. Okay. Okay. There. And the back door is done. It actually looks really awesome. I like the black roof. This is the side profile. I like that it's not heavy, not clunky. Just kind of sleek. Followed the same profile as the roof. From up here, it actually looks pretty open, pretty cool. White underneath. The only thing I don't like is I off-centered it. It's because we have this weird paneled area here. But also, I would have liked it over a little more, right up to the edge of that line. But I didn't like this bar in front of our light. It just kind of bugged me the way it looked. So, compromising here. You can see up here has a little built-in gutter. So the rain that rolls down will come off the sides and not splash down. But it actually does a really good job of covering that top step there. So it should keep a lot of water away from the door. That's going to be awesome. Now that we know what we're doing, the second one should go a lot quicker. We're going to put one above the front door too. Wow, so that one went super fast. And we were able to center it over the door. It looks so much better. There was nothing weird going on here. The light was far enough away that it wasn't a problem. And that looks really good with the dark roof and the white house. Everything just looks like it fits. I'm not sure how much snow load those can handle, but since it's half covered with the eaves, it really isn't going to carry a lot of snow anyway.
I think they carry a pretty good amount.
I think it's going to be the perfect solution to stop the rain and snow from landing in front of our door.
And you can walk out of the door and not get like pummeled by a sheet of water.
You have a huge thing in your tooth. So I'm glad I pushed these up as high as I could to the roof. Really, I wanted it to not feel like you're closed in when you're coming outside. It gets pretty close to my head, but I clear it, so that's good. Nobody's going to bump their head on that. So, yeah, I love that it's white underneath and these are white. It's like it was made for our house. Now, I just found this on Home Depot. I went on the website and typed in awning and looked at the list. That's how I found it. They have different sizes, different colors. They have some with side panels. I didn't want the side panels. I felt like that would box us in too much. I'm happy I chose the open one. And actually for a mobile home, you guys got to remember this is a mobile home in disguise. It's pretty important on most mobile homes to not overload the walls with a lot of weight because there's not much support under them. So something like this for a mobile home is pretty awesome. It's thin, you can squeeze it above the door, and it's not going to put a lot of weight. It's like no weight. The thing's super light. If it was on a higher wall, I would definitely caulk along the top of it where it attaches to the wall so that water isn't getting behind that bracket. So there it is, guys. I think the exterior is officially done. I can't think of anything else that needs to be done. We got our steps. We're feeling like high end here. Just being able to walk up steps to our house.
Yeah. Every day I use this and I'm like, wow, I feel so spoiled because I'm like so used to like the big jump up.
And now we have our roof overhead. Pretty happy. Extremely happy. You guys might notice this on the ground. This is just a bamboo rug. It actually came out of the house. It was in the kitchen under the table when we moved in. And it was wider. I cut it in half. And we laid it down out here, you know, so we're not tracking as much dirt in. And it has held up beautifully.
Yeah. It's got like this fabric backing. And even that holds up.
Yeah, we're so impressed with this that we literally just bought more of these. So this has worked so well for us that I went online and I looked for some more bamboo rugs and I found these really inexpensive runners. Really great deal on them. So I grabbed a bunch of them and we're going to be making a bamboo rug
Walkway.
Sidewalk. Yep. I mean, honestly, if they last a couple years, a few years, this is almost 2 years old out here.
Yeah, and it's still going strong.
Then for now, that's a good solution to cover the ground. It's just a good solution for now.